Hello everyone and welcome to this video where we're going to be taking a look at the UniCon cargo add-on. Now this was made by user Archades, but it is a official UniCon add-on, not official to the Stormworks game, but an official UniCon part, meaning I've developed the UniCon system and I am fully supporting, fully tested this out, and I love what I see. So from the beginning, people are asking me, how can we make the UniCon standard sort of more part of the game? Do we just have to carry it around and kind of play with it as lore, or do we actually get it as something that we can use for missions and things like that? And I'm quite happy to say now with this add-on you have just that. Now the beauty of Archades add-on here is that you still get the ISO containers, so it just kind of randomly spawns UniCon or the ISO standard containers. So whether you want larger things to transport or smaller things to transport, you can have them both here. Archades is a fellow content creator who also streams on Twitch and does videos on YouTube, so make sure you check out his Twitch, his YouTube channel, his Discord channel. All of them will be placed in the description below. Again, he has fully made this add-on just using the standard that I developed, my so-called UniCon standard, and he made some amazing changes as well. So you could see here you have these little displays and arrow keys to tell you whether or not you've enabled or disabled which direction. So in this case, you could see this one is the side, so it turns on green here. That allows you to rotate it in this direction like that, and if you press this one it turns on blue, and that allows you to move it in this direction, the main direction here. So you can actually watch Archades develop this project and other project on his streams, so make sure you check that out and you can see kind of previews and as he's working on it. I really love how the containers themselves have kind of color matching and lore matching to the actual official UniCon containers. So it's quite nice and refreshing to see the variety of things really fit in the game. And I would say with this add-on, they really do. Inside the new game option menu, make sure that under add-ons, the additional UniCon cargo add-on is enabled, and under the official, you'll want to have the cargo missions also enabled. As with the big ISO containers, when you hover over it, it tells you how long you have to get it to its destination and the reward that you get. So that opens up a whole new possibility of containers to transport around the map. Now the nice thing with UniCon is they can easily fit inside some helicopters, planes, trucks, pickup trucks even, so that is the point of them. There's people sometimes saying, what is the point of developing a new cargo standard? But I'm telling you, the idea is that where a large container like this needs a ship or a semi-truck, this can fit in a back of a pickup truck or helicopter or small cargo plane, stuff like that. It really is a versatile system, and it kind of fills a void in the game, in my opinion. The UniCon standard fills a void that we normally really didn't have. We had only the ISO, and yes, I know there are other developers, there's Air ISO and all kinds of other standards people create, but I do think that this one has a little bit of an advantage just because it is so small. Here you see the UniCon spawning in another port, so you really do get randomized spawning and you do get these containers here for your easy transportation. Now to actually transport the UniCon containers, there are several types of vehicles, including ones that I've released myself and a bunch that other users have also released. So you can find them in my collection on Steam, and you can join them and subscribe to them and have them in your game. So something like this is quite useful for a small single transport of the UniCon system, and we're just going to give it a test run over here with the UniCons by Archades here. And actually I really do like the style or system that he developed with the buttons, and I'm thinking of implementing that on all of my creations just because it is so nice to be able to physically see where things are pointing and going to with the color coding, and not just having it like basically you kind of have to remember which button you pressed. Here you can turn on and turn off them in all the button locations. And if we press the brakes, you see that that doesn't affect it, but what it does do is it does stop it from moving in all the directions. So this is primarily to have it stop or enable moving in the different directions. So we can move our grabber here out, and let's see if this does the trick. Just have to make sure to get it close enough. Okay, that's attached. And let's see when we go to lift it up. Perfect. Okay, so that is the system that I developed. Again, originally UniCon was just supposed to be based on kind of like a quick clip, or some of those systems that you see on trucks where they kind of pick up modular cargo, but primarily like dump truck for renovations and such. But because of this system, it really does shine for the ability and simplicity to pick it up, and now you have it in your vehicle and you can take this to the next destination. So this is just one of the examples. Archades was nice enough to make me a contributor to this add-on, so you will find it on my own workbench as well, so you can have it there. And what I did do is I did put required items. It's not really required, but by understanding the standard, you can much easily make creations that can transport the UniCon containers. So I did link this together, and if you scroll down, you will find that I have a collection of UniCon cargo transport vehicles. So this is a bunch of different vehicles that are made or compatible with the UniCon system. Now, some of them are just simple pickup trucks that have UniCon containers, yet some are actual UniCon skid steers, others are boats, we got trailers too, even a trailer that has a loader, helicopters, you name it. So there is a lot of supporting creations, and I really did want to emphasize having a large collection of supporting vehicles and creations in order for this standard to really be successful. Again, people ask, why did you do it? Why are you making a new standard? And it's because it gives me the ability to do exactly this. So for example, this box truck, you could never make a small container fit in the back of a truck in Stormworks, but with the UniCon you can. So it allows you things that you normally couldn't have. So I recommend these types of creations along with this add-on by Archades. I really do think this standard has the ability to bring the UniCon container system really to life. It gives us something that it fills a void of vehicle size and container size and transportability. It really fills that void. So I do recommend everybody who's interested in the UniCon system to subscribe to this creation. And of course, like I said, support Archades. He went ahead and made this without even me asking, and this is something I had planned, and yet here it is. We have it, and it works really nicely. Now, little hint, Archades, myself, and my Discord server moderator team is working together to make even a new add-on that will be like this, but on steroids. The intention is that it has rail support, so actually next to the rail yard you have a bunch of tracks like this, and it has mission locations too. So for example, you'll actually have a place to go to deliver your UniCon containers in the middle of the ocean. Maybe it's a cargo ship or other types of locations. So it physically adds new delivery objectives to the game. And again, this is all sort of in progress. We're currently working on it, but I do think that it is something worthwhile if you are interested in taking a look. And like I said, Archades will be streaming it on his Discord server, so that would be a good place to find out and kind of see the progress and status of the newest upcoming add-on that works with the UniCon container standard. I do want to thank all my Discord server boosters and my YouTube members. These are my supporters, and they get early access to creations, to videos, to all kinds of stuff. I do want to thank them, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching these videos, for participating, for being a part of the community, all that good stuff. I know a lot of you are going to be interested in this add-on, so I do recommend you take a look, as it will bring a whole new part of transportation and cargo to the game. Anyways, thank you for watching, and until next time, happy Stormworksing, everyone.